Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're going to dive into one of the most powerful and ancient symbols buried deep in the human psyche, and we're pulling it straight from Erich Naumann's classic work, The Great Mother. We're talking about the archetype of the vessel.
Okay, so let's jump right in with a question that seems, well, pretty simple on the surface. But trust me, the answer unlocks this incredibly deep, ancient image that has literally shaped human consciousness for thousands of years.
You see, the whole connection starts with one of our earliest, most fundamental technologies, the ability to hold something, to contain it, to keep it safe. And that simple act of just holding something, it became this huge metaphor for the maternal, the feminine principle that nurtures and sustains, well, everything.
So before this shape became this grand cosmic symbol, you've got to remember, it was a fundamental part of everyday life. It was an object that was profoundly important, both practically and psychologically.
And what's so cool is how Neumann connects this whole range of things that you wouldn't normally group together. I mean, think about it. A nest, a cradle, a ship, even a coffin, they're all doing the same basic job, right? They contain. They have this maternal character of holding and protecting something precious, whether it's a new life or the body of someone who has passed on.
Okay, so here's the big question. How in the world does a simple container, like a pot or a basket, make the leap from being just a physical object to a whole psychological and cosmic reality?
Well, it happens when you take that idea of a container and just blow it up to its absolute limit. And that's what Neumann calls the Great Round. This is the idea that the universe itself is the ultimate container, a single, all-encompassing womb that holds everything, the earth, the sky, life, death, you name it. And you see this idea everywhere in mythology. It's so powerful. Take the Babylonian creation myth. The primordial goddess Tiamat is defeated, and her body is literally used to build the heavens and the underworld. But get this, even after she's defeated, she still is the cosmos. She remains the ultimate vessel, the belly of all reality.
All right, so here's a really crucial point. This ultimate container isn't all warm and fuzzy. No, it's got this powerful and honestly kind of terrifying dark side that's totally central to the Great Mother archetype.
See, the Great Mother is both. She's good and she's terrible. The vessel that gives life is also the vessel that takes it back. For every womb, there's a tomb. For every cradle, a coffin. The earth nourishes us, but the underworld, it ensnares us. It's one single archetype, but with two very different faces.
So on the bright side, you've got the vessel as the source of just pure creation. You see it in symbols like the Egyptian sun god emerging from a lotus flower. I mean, that's a perfect image of life just blossoming from its sacred container.
But then, you flip the coin. Look at the Egyptian sky goddess Nut. Every day she gives birth to the sun and the stars, but she's also shown as a great sow who every single evening devours her own children, consuming the very life that she created. And you know what word just perfectly captures this terrifying two-sided coin? Sarcophagus. I mean, it literally means flesh eater. How wild is that? The coffin isn't just a passive box. It's seen as an active, consuming vessel, the ultimate tomb.
Okay, but it's not just about holding things, right? It's not static. The vessel is also this incredibly active, dynamic place where things change.
Just picture a cauldron bubbling away, or an oven, or maybe an alchemist's furnace. They're all vessels where one thing is actively changed into something else. First, it holds all the raw ingredients. Then, inside, this incredible transformation happens. And finally, something totally new comes out, whether it's bread or purified metal, or on a symbolic level, wisdom or a higher state of being.
You see this in some Buddhist symbolism too, where the female body itself is seen as this copper cauldron. It's a place of intense purification, a vessel where good and evil are separated through a process of spiritual torment and ultimately transformation.
And what's really fascinating is how this idea of a transformative container, well, it scales up, big time. It expands from being a single object to representing the entire cosmos.
So let's look at ancient Egypt. You've got the Djed pillar, a symbol of the god Osiris. It's also seen as a coffin, but it's a maternal feminine vessel that's not just holding a body to rot. No way. It's holding it for the soul's incredible, transformative journey toward rebirth.
Or how about Norse mythology? You've got Yggdrasil, the world tree. It's basically a massive living vessel. Its branches and roots contain, shelter, and nourish all 9 realms of existence. The entire world is just held inside this giant, cosmic, tree-shaped womb. It's amazing.
And this next one, this just brilliantly shows the final step, the ultimate expansion of this whole idea. Here, the goddess isn't just using a vessel, she is the vessel. The Hindu world mother, Bhavani, literally contains all of reality, the stars, the mountains, all life and death, right there inside her own divine body.
Now you might be thinking, okay, this is all cool ancient history, but it's not. This archetype is absolutely alive and kicking in the way we talk every single day. I mean, think about it. We talk about a vessel of knowledge, or a ship of state, or that very real struggle to contain our emotions. We're still using this ancient symbol to make sense of our world.
So in the end, Neumann shows us how this really raw physical symbol of a pot or a cave evolves into something deeply spiritual. The vessel of transformation becomes Sophia or wisdom, the divine container that holds the water of life, offering us spiritual nourishment and a chance at rebirth.
So I want to leave you with a question to think about. From the house you live in, to the ideas that hold your beliefs, to the communities you belong to, what are the vessels, the containers, physical, psychological, or spiritual, that define and give meaning to your own life?